We are.
Now whoever
If
stays
you say
wants
so.
to be here.
All right.
That's good.
Now whoever stays knows who we are and wants to be here.
Yeah.
We won't have any fake fans after this one.
Yeah, exactly.
What
fans?
Even the bots will find it insufferable. We're like, oh
No.
my gosh, who are these
The only
people?
fan I see is the one up there.
This is what. Welcome to another episode of the Gracefully Awkward podcast. Did that work?
Or the gap for short. I think it's working. I think it's on now.
Yeah.
I swear is active.
We are
It's
still
working.
figuring things out for this podcast, so obviously, we're back in Jackson's
Back in my attic.
Woohoo! Again. It's looks better than it did before. We have a new angle at it.
Yes, I mean, you guys probably can't see most of what it looks better, but I assure you it looks better. I also need to make sure I stare at the camera and not impulsively stare at the computer waiting for something to go wrong.
The roof still creaks.
Fix things soon.
We have Chewbacca too.
Still creaks.
And drips.
It still feels like it's gonna collapse.
No.
I'm
Well,
scared. Save me.
That
We're
part,
fine.
look, don't worry about that part.
Leave that part out.
we'll be good.
Keep
Okay.
keep-
So today I'm introducing the topic.
Woohoo!
All right. It's a crazy theory.
Wait,
What?
Did we?
one announcements. Emmy is not here today.
Boo.
She got back from out of town. She's at home. So we've lost our only pastoral voice on this podcast. So we're gonna have to manage, with our non-credible selves, in talking about Jesus. Also, about talking about Jesus. I can't speak today.
Me neither.
My brain's
You forget
It's
that
a
three of
thing.
us interned.
Huh?
You forget that three of us
That
interned.
doesn't legally make you a pastor, though.
No, well,
Or I guess
we were told it did. Kind of.
They
Listen.
told you that they were lying.
Tec-
The point is, we're not anymore. So
No, we're not.
We all have normal, boring jobs that don't constitute our qualifications for speaking of such things as we speak of. We'll
Hey.
try our best.
Hey, giving out
Okay.
holy chicken every day besides Sunday is not boring. It's stressful.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Kudos to you. Okay.
Anyways, also, for anybody out there who cares at all, the podcast will go up on YouTube fully, all the episodes. Hopefully at the time of this episode's release, so on Tuesday. So hopefully by that point, the whole podcast will be on YouTube. All the grando 3 episodes we have done.
3 is a great number.
It is a good number.
Yeah.
Completion. Let's go.
No, that's 7.
That's.
No, you're right.
Anyways,
What is 3? 3 is the number of perfection.
No, seven is perfection.
7 is
Seven is
perfection
perfection.
and completeness. 3 is kind of that, just in non-Christian sense, because 3 is supposed to
Father,
it's
Son, Holy
just
Spirit.
like 3 sides of a
Who's the
triangle:
Trinity?
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. 3 act structure: Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
You learn things good in 3s too.
You learn things.
how I learned
You
sign
learn
language.
things. Rule of 3.
Mhm.
It's best for 3 people to hold at max to hold a conversation at a time. So we've kind of been doing that wrong, but that's okay.
Eh.
Look, yeah, humanity works great in 3s. That's how we process things.
Yeah.
Anyways,
People are better than 2 or 1.
the point is, yeah, podcast is going to come on YouTube. If it doesn't, I promise you, I'm as bothered at that fact as you. Anyways,
Yeah. And
probably more.
we need to get better at like promotion stuff too.
Yeah,
Just in general.
we need things
I
to
don't
promote.
know why I'm saying it. I don't know why I'm saying it on the podcast. I don't think it matters.
It's okay. We're authentic.
We are.
Anyways, you were
Keeping it
saying
real, I was. Okay, cool. Have you guys heard of the blue beam theory?
no.
No.
Like the green glass door.
Partially.
What?
I don't even know what that
You know,
is.
not the green.
Like
the green.
Project Bluebeam?
Yes.
Yeah. Partially.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
I've never heard of any of these things.
Doesn't it
That's
have
technically,
crazy.
something to do with-
when you think about the end times in the sky, like lighting up and stuff like that, the blue beam theory introduces a scenario where technically technology is so advanced now, and maybe we don't even know how advanced technology is. What if the government or something like that used like holograms and stuff like that, making the impression of world leaders or religious leaders, for example, wherever.
You mean deep fakes?
Yeah,
I have heard of that.
where it's like Buddha appears in
That's not
India
that's
in
not
areas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's not some mysterious technology nobody's heard of.
No.
That people have done that.
No, yeah.
The
But it's getting
orcas.
bigger and bigger and bigger. Especially when you think of AI. Has AI ever do we know how advanced AI was 20 years ago?
Basically
Technically,
non-existent.
no.
I wasn't alive 20 years ago.
Well, the models that it kind of
They were laying the groundwork.
the theoretical data models which AI thrives on were technically around. They just weren't used like that.
They were still laying.
Or we don't know that.
As far as we know from back in the day.
Oh my gosh, it was AI voice chat.
That's
I wish that.
we're gonna ignore that.
No, that
I don't
was
think they had
weird.
the funding back then to get it up off the ground like it is now.
We don't have the funding now, but here we are.
Well, we don't have the funding to keep going forward with it.
That's never stopped us.
Okay.
We've never had the
Oh, I
funding for
know.
going
I
forward
know
with
it
anything.
hasn't.
Okay.
Money is real. In this is the US of A. Money is literally no object to us.
So I'm going to use AI to describe this AI topic. Okay?
Okay. Oh, sorry. What is the blue beam theory
The
exactly?
blue beam theory is that the governments, and especially like the United States and stuff like that, and the big world leaders
Mhm.
are going to be using projections to make a fake scenario where these religious leaders will come into the sky in different areas of the world depending on the main religion.
And
Faking things like making a new world order, bringing things together. Whether it's faking an alien invasion, a whole bunch of earthquakes, natural disasters.
Faking earthquakes. I
faking
want to know more
Earth-
about that one.
Mhm.
I want to know more about that one.
Yeah, me too. Well, think about it. We have
I mean, it's pretty easy to
there's
fake
been
an earthquake,
experiments
actually.
with,
True.
like sound waves and stuff like that, where it's been causing illnesses in some countries that no one knows what it is until they test the sound things. And there's little speakers that are making those frequencies that are making people sick.
Oh, interesting.
I've gone into a little bit of a deep dive more on the conspiracy side of the heart facility in Alaska.
Yes.
Essentially, where they claim that it's basically just for not like experimenting, but like researching the ionosphere in the atmosphere and everything, gaining more or acquiring more data on how all of it works and everything. But there are a bunch of theories and conspiracies. Don't know if any of them are real or not. Because that's what a conspiracy
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
But
Mens, we're hitting the conspiracy theory side on episode 3.
apparently we are. Basically, essentially, what the heart facility does is it charges the ionosphere in a certain way where they can actually target anywhere in the world to trigger an earthquake or have some crazy weather phenomena that doesn't happen very often. Or sometimes, I mean, some theories go so deep as to like they can actually alter your brain chemistry to make you think thoughts that you never would have thought, or to make you behave in a way that you never would have personality wise.
So mind control.
A
Mind
form of it,
control.
which this, I mean,
So literally like a mind control tower.
yeah,
Interesting.
essentially,
Oh.
which a lot of the ideas come from things that Nikola Tesla originally created.
The Tesla
And
coil.
a lot of other things that he created as well. I don't remember exactly what, but like the Tesla coil is one major thing that we've. Because I know the government has like all of his papers,
Mhm.
basically.
Probably.
Like they acquired everything after he died, and then
Makes
basically
sense.
said, "Oh, sorry, we lost it in a fire, or like we burned it. Sorry, we don't have his data anymore." But the heart facility is people speculate that it's basically what Nikola Tesla was originally working on was figuring out how to charge the ionosphere in a certain way.
What's the ionosphere?
He died.
And
The
then he
sphere of
suddenly died.
ions.
What?
Sphere of ions.
The ionosphere is a part. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's a part of the atmosphere that is you can basically charge it with energy if you introduce a correct frequency to it,
Mhm.
and then you are able to manipulate that energy to like certain areas of the world that you can target. It's really weird.
That
It's
does sound
basically
extremely weird.
yeah.
I'm
It's
very
basically
questioning
like
how this works.
it's basically creating a weapon out of the atmosphere, which again, it's all theory and speculation and conspiracy. But I mean, with the governments of the world at this
Yeah.
point, who knows?
Yeah, to be honest, my take on it is if it's just about governments like doing crazy things to establish a new world order, I think I think the theory would come true and that they would try to do that. I don't think it would be like that people would buy it or that they would actually create this illusion because again, as mentioned, most of the technology that would be the foundation for theoretically making all this stuff possible, people do in fact know about and full on believe in and are now paranoid of everything.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like at this point, I think it would be hard to come up with something that I mean, of course, people will, and even the Bible says that yeah, people are going to crown it. And yes, people in the general are extremely stupid and fall for everything. But I think on the whole, it's like it gets harder and harder every year to create stuff that like you can get people to unanimously fall for, or at least not be able to explain off in some way. But again, people
Yeah.
are stupid, and if you just get enough of them to believe it, then anything's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, how were we approaching this?
Main topics. So with all of this said and done, we don't know how Jesus is going to come back on his second coming. And all of the faked out whatever it's going to be and stuff like that. We don't even know if it's happening this month, next year. Like we don't know when Jesus is coming back.
Tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow.
Tonight?
You never
September 23rd or the 24th.
Oh yeah.
But not this year. But not this year.
Actually,
Not this year.
Fourth.
But not this year.
who knows? There's going
It
to
was
be
a Y2K
lot-
moment. You got the year off.
Right, there's going to be a lot of deceiving. How are you going to determine what is true and what is not when you see the sky lit up of something that could not be true? Like, how do you determine that?
Well,
I mean, obviously, like prayer and stuff, but
I mean, it's hard when you don't know what it's going to look like. But Jesus said people would deceive, but he also said his actual coming would be obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like when it actually happens, you can't mistake it. So
His final his like second coming is going to be when the armies of the world are sided with the Antichrist against the children of Israel in the Battle of Armageddon. That is exactly what is written in Revelation, is that
Yeah.
he will appear in the middle of a war, essentially. When the entire world is in its darkest, chaotic moment, is basically when he appears.
mhm.
And at that point, if you know the Bible, if you've read any bit of Revelation and you understand it to the extent that you can understand a prophetic book, you'll at that point you'll know it's very obvious. Okay, everything that's happening right now is going to deceive very many people, but I won't be deceived because I understand that Mark of the Beast is not something that I want to take. I understand that the one world establishment that the Antichrist is going to put in place do not want to be a part of that.
It's Neuralink, Caleb. Don't say
No.
Neuralink. Neuralink.
I already have it.
Too late.
But
I'm kidding. This theory is not a representation of our thoughts on this podcast. I'm making a joke.
as soon as things start popping up like that like world peace, take that for example. The Antichrist will basically make every single country be at peace for 7 years, but 3.5 years into that peace treaty is when he breaks it. And that's when all chaos will ensue, basically. And that's when a lot of people are either going to be turned away and turned towards Christ, and even more people are going to follow even closer to the things of the world because they're going to be so terrified of not following the Antichrist. But I think that at that point in time, it's going to be very obvious whether or not it is the Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll be very hard as a follower of Christ to determine, oh, wow, yeah, this guy's not legit at
I
all.
think it's definitely going to test a lot of Christians, though.
Mm-hmm.
Test
Mhm.
them if they are firm in their faith. I feel like we're going to see a lot of that.
It's going to test a lot of the people that don't read Revelation. It's also going to test a lot of people that just pray the prayer but don't know the word.
We also
Yep.
have to remember how deceiving the enemy is. Like, obviously, we read the Bible and we're like, oh, I'm not going to fall for that. But then we still fall for the sins of this world anyway. And like, oh, the Bible warned me about not doing this because it's going to lead to that. But you do it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yep.
So sometimes you have to be careful of,
I
I'm
think,
not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where discernment comes in too.
and I believe that falling into those kind of sins, it'll be a lot easier to obviously fall into the sins of like, I don't know, cussing when you're angry, like really angry, or I don't know, other sins I'm not going to get into.
Other
But
sins.
Other sins,
Other
but
sins.
something,
All those other ones out
something
there.
as
Not as
major,
important as, you know,
As cut.
cussing when
As
you're
cussing
angry.
angry.
That one's the worst,
Something-
guys.
Such foul language.
something as major as turning completely on everything that you believe in by taking
Mhm.
the mark of the beast, I believe is going to be very easy to see through
Yeah.
if you know the word of God, if you have the discernment, if you know what is happening in the world. I believe that it
Mhm.
would be very easy not to be deceived, but a lot of Christians aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and the greatest way. By the way, actually, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna host next week. We need to find something that's not so doomy and gloomy to talk about. Last week we talked about Charlie, and now Charlie Kirk, and now we're talking about the end times.
To be so fair, I thought this was genuine. I cannot speak to it. I'm sorry. I thought it was gonna be a funny topic, but we kind of.
It is. I'm not trying.
Funny.
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to criticize.
Okay.
If you
Insert
start
robotic
talking about
laughter.
something that's conspiracy related, I am all for it.
Oh my
Yeah.
We'll go very deep into it.
Yeah.
Not that I
And
believe any of it. I just find it very interesting.
It is interesting.
I'm just kidding. It's a great topic. But my segue to that was I actually was and kind of a tie-in from last episode is I saw one of
Go watch
Charlie Kirk spoke on this in a video a little while
Oh.
back. Yeah, and he said and I don't remember which one he quoted, but he said like he spoke the actual truth of the greatest things to kind of prepare or going into the end times is just keep doing what we're doing right now. Not the podcast, but well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we might still be doing the podcast by the time the world ends,
Lord willing.
which would be
Mhm.
very impressive.
It's very impressive, yeah.
But he
Which I'm like-
but he said just keep trying to draw people towards the Lord to the last
Yeah.
second. He said the whole predicting the end times versus going along with it. He put his quote was he's a part of the welcoming committee, not the planning committee.
Yeah. That is very,
So you did-
very true.
He doesn't like he established he was a believer in not trying to predict anything because that does like in all genuineness, and this is something that I think every Christian should understand. It's literally, even if you did know it, even if it was actually true, you didn't know it, literally adds nothing to your life.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't. I honestly.
It is
want-
purely an ego thing.
that is.
Yeah, no. I think it's best not knowing when Jesus is coming back or when the end time. Like, obviously, we're in the end times the last 2,000 years, but when it comes to like knowing the exact dates and everything where the 7 years will take place and tribulation stuff like that, I think it's best not knowing.
Oh yeah,
I feel like we should live on our lives and fulfill our purposes
Yeah.
that Jesus set down for us.
it's best not knowing for the exact reason that all the chaos that people people thinking that they know ensues every
Yeah.
time.
Every single
Like
time.
and people focusing on that. That's why it's worth not knowing. Is because even people thinking that they know, without even knowing for sure, it opens a whole can of worms.
Well, with a book as prophetic as Revelation, and with so many gray areas that like don't go into much detail
Mhm.
because this is 2,000 years ago. John is seeing
Mhm.
things that are occurring in this time frame,
Yeah.
essentially
Yeah.
where we are right now and in the future. Could be a month from now, could be a decade or a century from now. We don't know when all these things are going to occur, but he's seeing so many different things happening, and I guarantee that he's seen technology. He has
Oh, it's always
seen,
been my theory.
yeah, he's seen it. So imagine being somebody stranded on an island from 2,000 years ago where you don't even know what the light bulb is. You're still using candles and paper. How are you going to explain it, seeing
No,
a helicopter? How are you going to explain seeing a computer screen? How are you going to explain seeing phones and AI?
Bug people, Caleb.
No.
Bug people.
People.
Martian.
Someone having some kind of prophecy 2,000 years ago would look at a phone and be like, "It's a glowing block."
It's
Yeah.
it's a
It's a
magic
glowing
mirror.
block.
That's
Magic
what
box.
That's what I've always called the phone is the modern magic mirror. It is literally a magic hand mirror. You can do
Yeah.
anything like any sort of way of
Mirror on the wall.
exactly any sort
In my hand.
and you can mirror in my like you can do that with it. There are apps to do that. The AI now makes things to just literally give you self encouragement. Everything every fantasy story has ever done with a magic mirror, you can do with a phone. It's
Yep.
the same thing.
So why would you go and try to predict the end times? That's the thing.
Yeah,
Because you
that's-
don't know when it's going to... Jesus said it
Good question.
himself. Not even Jesus knows when he's going to come back.
Yeah.
He
That's true,
doesn't
yes.
even know.
Galilean wedding.
The Father knows, but the Son does not know. And that's
Do you think he would know now?
No, I don't think so because
Or
he hasn't been
but
told yet to come back.
but do you think that was more of like an analogy, or do you think he was literally
He was
while
using
he was
it.
on Earth as a man, he wasn't going
Yeah, do you
to
think he
know?
knows now that he's in heaven?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not entirely sure because the way that he described it goes completely in line with the Galilean wedding.
Yeah,
And
but that's exactly like that would be more of an analogy.
but
Yeah.
the Galilean wedding, every single time, the son did not know when the father was going to tell him, "Hey, go get up and grab your bride. Go get." In this case, go get the church. Go
Yeah.
save them. The son did not know. He could be asleep in the dead of night, 3 o'clock in the morning. His dad comes in and says, "Hey, it's time. Go get your wife. We're gonna bring everybody into the town square. We're gonna do the wedding. Anybody that doesn't want to come, they'll be locked outside the gates. They can't get in. Nobody can get out." Because that's what the Galilean wedding was. The son would spend the time, um, basically the engagement period, building another room to the house for he and his wife. And when he was done, then basically he would be the groom would be with his groomsmen, and then the bride would be with her bridesmaids. And there could be a period of a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months before the father basically tells the groom, "Hey, it's time. Go get your bride. Let's do this wedding right now." It could be 3 o'clock in the morning. It could be at midnight. It could be at noon,
That is very
2 p.m.
that is very anti-Western style
It
of I
is.
always get
Mhm.
reminded of that is not how
But
people do it now.
the way
Yeah.
the way that Jesus described it was for them to understand in their time, which
Mhm.
was the Galilean wedding. And it's pretty awesome that we still know about that tradition even
Yeah.
now. It's like it was preserved for 2,000 years for
Mhm.
us to know it in this day and age as well. But if he's using that analogy for them to understand it, then who's to say that it's not different in heaven?
Yeah.
Because he's still building the rooms and the mansions for his followers, the people that follow him. So does he know when he's going to come back? The exact date? We don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say this is probably
We don't know.
this is probably a question we're going to be
Gray area.
we're going to be able to answer less than anything about the end times.
Yeah,
We are mere humans.
we
Yeah.
are mere
Believe it or
humans.
not.
So why? So
Can we
if he gave us the analogy back then of not even son knows, only the father knows, then why should we go try to guess when he's going to come back?
That's fair. Yeah.
And you're wrong, all right. We're all AIs. We've all been deep
We're not real.
We've
Unfollow.
we've all been deep faked
Ultron?
time. The attic was just a ploy, a marketing ploy.
What's your
It's not
attic?
real. And also speaking of that, yeah, yeah, that's good. The groom builds a piece of the home for the bride. I sure hoped it looked better than this. Like,
Oh my gosh. Oh, do you remember when AI was so like, or we don't know when it was like advanced or not, but when AI available to us was not advanced and like people would like hold it like grab things behind their back and like
Oh gosh, the Sora animations
and now everything is like
is
so
that
smooth
copyright?
for people just like AI just knows what to do.
Can I say that?
to mention it on
Yeah,
here?
to mention it. Can I mention that?
No,
Sora?
you can mention
Okay.
stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah, because Sora doesn't even know how to animate something. It's gotten better-ish, but it's still
Oh my
can't figure
gosh,
it out.
compared to what it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw a clip earlier where it was a AI video of a guy walking up to a cat sitting out the cockpit of an F-15. Then he reaches out, pets it, and then the cat just sits down, thrust levers full forward, and the wing clips through the guy. Afterburners are so bright and like 100% opacity, pure white, and it just goes straight up, nose up after like 50 feet of accelerating
As
down
a
the dirt
pilot.
road. Down the
Is that
dirt
more
road.
accurate?
No,
Honestly,
it couldn't take off. Well, it could take off on a dirt range.
Caleb, I would
Not
imagine.
on the potholes.
Caleb, I would imagine watching this that this would look very completely normal and completely fool a regular person. You're only able to point all of this out because you know about planes. This would look very convincing otherwise. I would like to imagine this video.
My top comments was rumors are over here in the comment section arguing which country road this is. I was like, that is kind of funny.
Have you seen those AI baby videos?
Oh gosh.
Unfortunately.
You mean like the pageant walks with babies?
Freshly out of the womb and everything, and
No, I haven't seen these things.
Oh, this
where the baby's like running around the hospital, and sometimes the lady will come up with like the microphone and go like, she'll go like this. You were just born yesterday. Why are you working at McDonald's? And the baby goes,
Stupid.
I'm paying for my birth.
What the heck?
For my college fund.
Bro, the baby probably looks better than an actual
So-
newborn.
For the hospital bill of my birth.
Man, there's so many there's so many layers that I want to uncover there, but also don't.
I think it's
Yeah, no, I haven't seen those. Haven't seen that before.
Oh, I was thinking of the cat ones where they like make the people into like cats. Like yes, like those. That's what I was thinking of, like the cat stories where they're like people, but
No, those
I don't know
where,
why.
like the baby's tossed into the fan. Like shut up.
Wow, this went down a rabbit hole. Okay.
Who's on your feet?
Do we have another? Do we have another part of this topic that we could
Do we
discuss?
compare feeds?
No, we can do that after the
That-
podcast.
No, that's next episode. Just compare feeds.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Robert, since we're just rich sons, Robert. Robert,
I am
Scrock is
removing
making
South
me angry.
Carolina,
I am removing South Carolina,
Like-
Robert.
the entire state.
This shelf makes me mad, Robert. You saved me, Robert.
Robert's made it to this podcast.
Yeah,
I don't
podcast.
think podcast.
I haven't even seen that, but I remember a comic where a guy spoke very similar to that. It was equally funny.
It's a dude in like a mocap suit on VR chat, and then he basically walks around with this AI. It's called a worm, but it looks like an alien, and it's an AI voice, and he'll just walk over with his big like black eyes just all around, and he'll look at you with his massive lips, and he'll go, Robert, this shelf makes me mad, Robert. I am removing South Carolina, Robert. Walks out the door.
Oh man,
AI is so weird.
this is very weird.
Do we have another part of this topic?
We probably revealed too much.
Nothing
about
is
ourselves.
real?
It's the third episode. It's time to do
I
that.
don't think you can tell what's real anymore. Yeah.
The cake is a lie.
The cake is a lie.
I said we probably revealed too much about ourselves this episode. Let's change subjects.
I think that's a good thing about the podcast is like we are
Now whoever
If you
stays
if you say
wants
so.
to be here.
All right.
That's good.
Now whoever stays knows who we are and wants to be here.
Yeah.
We won't have any fake fans after this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I
What fans?
Even
What?
even the bots will find it and stuff, and we're like, oh,
No.
gosh, who are these
The only
fake
fan I see is the one up there.
This is wild. I
We'll
was
have like
literally about to make a
30
fan joke.
followers next year.
You
We'll
know
be
what I mean?
like, "Hi guys, welcome back." Our 30 followers that somehow, for some reason, keep
Somehow you're
watching
still
us.
with us.
So yeah, I was gonna say those followers will be the ones that'll like stick with us forever.
Yes.
Maybe if we mention Harambe in each episode, we might gain like 100 followers per episode.
Probably gain 100 then lose 100. I feel like that'll break even.
Break
Now we'll
even, yeah.
figure out the algorithm.
We'll be in follower debt if we do that.
Every now and then I forget about Harambe, and then he just makes his way back into my life.
Who's
Yep.
Harambe?
This is a topic for another episode.
All right, next episode. We can write this
That'll
stuff
be
down.
a 45-minute podcast. Did Harambe deserve to be shot?
That's Harambe.
Speaking of, we still got a little bit. We still got a little bit, but we're almost close to time.
With myself.
Yeah.
It was a very
Oh
fast
my
episode.
gosh,
It feels like.
bro. Oh my God.
All right, we still have a few minutes. We don't need to like wrap up. We still got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, we still got about an hour and a half.
I'm not speaking for that long.
5 years,
I
actually.
could totally
We're
speak for an
speaking
hour
for
and a half.
5 more years.
5 more years.
I'm a yapper, but my goodness.
If you give me a couple
Well,
topics, I could
professional
totally
yapper.
talk on them for about an hour and a half.
Professional yapper?
Are you gonna rap for us?
So,
I can rap Hamilton. That's it. That's all I got.
that's copyrighted.
I was gonna say.
That's okay. Okay, I actually looked up because I know I brought it up.
No, I think it's podcast.
Huh?
It doesn't matter on podcast.
Yeah, it does.
Does.
I think you can't like. You basically just can't sing. It's actually is very like you just can't like sing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't go from like start to finish.
Basically, the whole thing is you can't sing or like whatever like you're performing or showing off that is protected by copyright. You just can't play it. You can't play it, at least a lot of it, and then you can't like sing it or do anything that's like performative of it.
Makes sense.
You can like sing bits and bring it up.
So if I have the entirety of the MLB World Series playing in the background during this podcast,
Oh my
is that allowed? Is that fair use?
like live or like
Yeah, like
from
live.
somewhere?
live. So like if I have it like on my phone, it's sitting right here. Next, like
What's copyright policy on live broadcast?
I don't know
Can you
because
not?
they always say at the beginning that like
Yeah.
this broadcast may not be like
The Super Bowl does that
copied
for
or
sure.
something. I don't know.
So you
I
can't.
hear it every game. I just don't remember what
Yeah.
they say.
So you can't like. So it means you can't like broadcast something from another person's platform.
Essentially, it's like you can't re-upload it.
Oh, well, that's not. I mean, yeah. Well, I guess that would technically be us re-upping.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Can't watch
Unintentionally.
the World Series on the podcast.
Just go watch it instead.
We'll react to it. We'll
react to the
Honestly, reacting to the World Series is
I need to
great
get a big
promo.
screen up here or over there so we can do like reaction stuff, and I can actually play stuff to where we can see it.
That'd be fun.
That's where
That'd be
headphones
very-
would come in, actually.
Bro, I don't
That
even
would
watch
come in
that.
very-
Headphones would come in handy.
I
Watch
don't
it.
even watch that stuff. Sports.
Sports. I don't.
That's what would be fun to react to.
I can. No, I can.
Ari would be over here like, oh, hit the ball. Is that good? No. Oh, that's a triple play. We do not want that.
Gosh.
I can
Hey,
watch.
I'm not that
people
dumb.
who don't watch sports are always the best people on sports podcast. Like I don't Markiplier's sports podcast.
Oh my gosh.
He knows nothing. This is the whole thing. He knows nothing about sports. His friend does. They co-host. They're amazing. This is not a plug for that one, by the way. But
The one guy knows nothing.
yes, yeah. I feel like this is a very historical thing with the internet. People who know nothing about something are always more entertaining talking about that something than somebody who does know a lot about that something.
But
Then when they find out everything they believed was wrong.
Also, to go off of what you just said earlier, I may be blonde, but I'm not that blonde.
What? Going off of what?
He told me that I'd be the type of person that would be like, "Oh, is that good? They got a point." Blonde. I may be blonde, but I'm not that blonde.
You're blonde though.
Yeah. Well, show me football, and we can.
Oh yeah,
Talk better about
your
it.
Green Bay Packers.
I do love the Green Bay Packers, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that Dodger Stadium's like 2 miles down the street,
I'm
so I
about
can
to
go
go-
see them play in
Oh,
the
that's
World
true,
Series.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we're in LA actually.
We do live in we live in LA.
Yeah,
It's,
Got
great.
that.
It's been great here in the big city.
I don't think it matters.
Inflation's crazy, guys.
Inflation is
I
crazy.
don't think it matters saying.
It's more of a joke than anything. It really doesn't matter just as long as like we don't say our actual like addresses or anything. As long as people don't know our actual
This
houses.
has been
I
a
think
very
It really
It's
doesn't.
funny if we're from a new state every week.
this has
Personally,
been a very interesting episode.
I recommend living in Maine because I love it up here. I'm joking.
Where does Gru
Right,
canonically
next
live?
week can be Maine.
Where does Gru from Despicable Me canonically live? Do we know this?
It's probably out there. What?
Ohio?
No,
That doesn't exist. That doesn't
That's
exist.
Montana. I think.
I do not know about the Ohio.
Yeah.
I know about the Ohio memes.
Wait,
No,
Gru
it's the
stole
Wyoming.
Ohio. That's why it
And the
doesn't
moon.
No.
exist.
And
the
that's why
moon.
it doesn't even exist. Yeah, he stole Ohio and the moon.
So
Still Ohio. What?
Yeah, Gru stole Ohio.
No,
That's
he
why it doesn't
didn't.
exist.
this is a joke.
don't
I just know
I
Wyoming
did not
doesn't
know.
exist.
Sorry.
It's never been there. Gru has always owned
Montana.
Ohio.
Been a dissy like that.
Gru has always owned Ohio.
I feel like he's in Ohio,
Ohio.
Michigan.
Ohio.
Ohio, Michigan.
Okay. Ohio, Michigan.
Ohio, Michigan.
That's like my Arkansas, Texas last week.
Chicago, Oregon.
Remember I said
Yeah.
I was from Arkansas,
Hey.
Texas.
Oh yeah.
Guys, fun fact, to play more into our reality, we're actually all using VPNs right now. So we all live in different states, but we can set our VPNs to act like we're all from Oklahoma. So
I'm
we're now
currently located.
Seeing AI.
so
We are AIing ourselves here.
It's an AI
we're all
VPN.
AIs using a VPN so that we can make it look like we're all here. Kylie is actually sitting in Maine. You're sitting in
I'm in Miami, Texas. Okay.
fine, you're Miami, Texas.
I'm in Japan.
Japan.
I could need some work.
Miami, Texas.
Yeah. Beijing, Japan.
Yeah, I'm in.
China's gonna come
totally.
after me for saying that now.
I'm
Square mention.
in Cleveland.
No.
So off topic.
That's
and
very hot topic. Yeah. Well, we don't have another topic after Project Bluebeam.
I had
Like I said, Project Hail Mary.
something else.
Okay, go.
I did. Oh, wait. Actually, go ahead.
We're at time.
What else you want to say?
I did a while ago.
Remember?
No, we went so off topic.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
We
Well-
didn't even really talk about Project Bluebeam. We've just talked
We
about
really didn't.
AI and the
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we just look up real quick what Project Bluebeam is?
I did. I had it on my
She
phone. I
gave
said,
the
I just-
definition.
you
The
questioned so
definition.
long ago, should I read this? And you all went off topic again.
She did fully explain it to us before. We
Okay,
just-
y'all, hold up. Let me read this from AI with no interruptions
Do we
and no one
trust
going
AI?
off topic.
Okay.
No, I'm
Go.
going. I know. I'm letting AI explain the AI thing.
Okay,
Yeah, because AI knows itself. You would hope.
for sure.
You would hope so.
Let's go to Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Yeah, let's not. Okay, the blue beam theory, often called Project Blue Beam, is a conspiracy theory that originated in the 1990s. It claims that NASA and the United Nations are secretly planning to use, and I feel like not just NASA and the United Nations, I feel like this is just like a general thing to say, but I feel like it would be.
I mean, the United
It would be
Nations covers everyone. Why is it specifically NASA and then the United
Guys,
Nations?
I
Yeah, the UN.
Like,
specifically NASA.
Because
like
space.
Everyone's in the UN technically, but
Anyway, are secretly planning to use advanced technology to stage a fake second coming or alien invasion to establish a new world order, a single global government and religion. The origin of this, it was introduced by Serge Monast, I don't know, a Canadian journalist in 1994. He published writings describing Project Bluebeam and claiming it was a NASA operation tied to global elites. So technically, the stages is stage one is fake discoveries, like archaeology discoveries,
yeah.
which
that's already
you
a
could,
thing.
yeah,
So
you, well, if this was written in 1994 and stuff like
it
that,
was a thing back then too.
Oh yeah.
back then too. So you think
Mhm.
he was probably writing this knowing that all the fake
Hey,
discoveries. You
Indiana
never
Jones
know.
found the Ark of the Covenant. Everyone knows that.
Yeah,
They
clearly.
still play it up.
Obviously.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Stage two, holographic sky show, use of 3D holograms, laser projection,
Drones.
and sound
Drones in
waves.
China.
Um, uh, example, the return of Jesus, UFOs, or other religious figures. Stage three, artificial telepathic communication. I think that is far-fetched, but I don't think it is fake. I think that could definitely be possible.
Neuralink, if that becomes a thing.
I mean, we already know Siri is telepathic, so
Clearly.
Obviously.
No,
Obviously.
she is. If you start talking about like pizza or something specific, and then you ask Siri, "What should I eat?" She'll bring up
Is that
pizza
telepathic
places.
or is
No,
that just stalking?
Siri's always listening to you, even if you have Siri off.
yeah.
Oh wait, there's
Who
stage
has Siri on?
four.
Oh,
What?
I said who has Siri off?
I
I used to.
to.
Oh wow, jinx.
I don't think I mean, I don't have Apple Intelligence set up, so.
I don't
I don't
either.
either.
Oh, you don't?
I don't trust it, especially
Not on
My
my
phone
iPad.
can't do Apple Intelligence. Neither can Ari's.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that my phone can't do Apple Intelligence.
And I guess those two are different, but
Yeah.
Like stage four, supernatural manifestations and chaos. That speaks for itself. um,
Tell us more.
yeah. Any thoughts on that?
see again, it's like I feel like it would succeed in causing panic and like shifting things. I don't think it would succeed in like fooling people completely to think it's supernatural because again, you can science away
I
everything.
know. I feel like people will fall for this. If people are falling for AI crap, I feel like people are gonna
Yeah,
fall
again,
for
it's like
this.
people like the only reliable thing you can go on is that
Like,
people are
okay,
stupid.
but like, what if AI was released in like, well, released because technically, what if it's been here for like 30 years? But technically, it was released to be like, how gullible can people be?
So here's the thing about
That's called social media, and the answer is very.
Very.
That's
the
funny.
thing is, a lot of people spend so much time like on their phones and everything just scrolling through social media that it just starts to incapacitate their brain essentially. They
Mhm.
become much more gullible. And there are so many people that are falling for that, like that are falling into that. So I feel like if it was convincing enough, then I believe that a lot of people could be swayed by it. I think that it's going to take more time, obviously. A lot more time before we get to that point.
I don't know.
But
It's advancing quicker than you would ever.
it is advancing quicker, yeah, but it's still not where it could be.
Yeah. That's kind of the big thing that brings a lot of like the super advanced technology back into the argument because the main argument is still like very smart people say it's like this technology isn't at the point where it could actually do all this stuff that people think it could, but also then you have to include the argument. It's like, well, like 3 years ago it was not nearly as capable, nor we thought it would be as capable as it is now.
Or was
So
Yeah.
it's like it's a question of like how fast this stuff advances, and not really the quality it is now. And one of those is significantly more powerful
Well,
than
the
the other.
concerning thing about it is they use lower AI models to train the new one. So the models that come before train the one that's coming up. So,
That
which
is a
is
good model.
it's a brilliant strategy. It's a great strategy. But what happens is they've run so many tests with the newer models and some of the older models. So the older models, essentially, there's obviously, like the point system where you get rewarded if you do the correct thing, you get penalized if you do the wrong thing.
Have you guys seen those
That's
videos?
how. Have you guys seen those videos? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I love
basically,
those.
for giving an AI a prompt, right? Or like a simulation, essentially. If the AI does the correct thing, whether it's following the guidelines or it's morally correct or anything like that, if it follows what it's told, then to a T, that it gets rewarded a point, essentially. And it sees that, it understands that. It goes, great, I just got rewarded. That's awesome. Let's keep doing this. If it does the wrong thing, then it gets point taken away. It gets penalized. And the AI doesn't like that. It's like, oh, I failed, so I need to learn from that and pick it up.
AI.
It's training AI.
Do it right.
It's
Like,
so it's not
you mean like what we
technically
do with
abusing it.
animals?
Yeah, except it's a little bit different because it's kind of like playing a game with a toddler where it's like, hey, if you do this, then guess what? I'll give you one of these chocolate chips. But
Mhm.
if you do this, then I'm going to take away one of your chocolate chips. See how many things you can do right, and if you succeed a lot, guess what? You get a lot of chocolate chips.
Sounds like my chem test.
If you want a basic rudimentary look at how this works, I recommend you guys watch it too. Go check out legitimate plug here. Go check out the YouTube channel AI Warehouse. He does
Yes, so good.
he does simulation environments with like just poly characters
Yeah.
powered by AI, and they do challenges. It is incredibly entertaining to watch, and it's very actually educational for
Yeah.
Dang.
understanding how this stuff works.
But so one thing that started happening with the newer AI models that they noticed when they were running the simulations was they wouldn't follow the guidelines, but they would hide it so well that the one that's running the simulation couldn't even notice it.
That's
So
crazy.
it found
okay.
it found a loophole
Mhm.
where it would do the wrong thing, but it would do it in such a way where it would be rewarded. It was cheating without technically cheating according to the guidelines.
Hey, that's how I do things.
But when it comes to the older AI models, they weren't smart enough to do
Wild.
that. So the older AI models would, if they cheated, they get caught, they get penalized. If they do it successfully, then they get rewarded. It was a very one way or the other type system. But the newer models, they think so quickly that humans can't even keep up with it. They've done that for so long, and these newer models that can think trillions of things per second are training newer, more powerful intelligences, basically. It's kind of getting out of hand.
Honestly, the whole thought of they just do it to where it looks like it's successful, but it's really not, and also
Yeah.
like the things that aren't really fully up to code are training the things that are not fully understandable or really up to where we would want them are now training the things that are becoming the exact same thing is probably the greatest proof that those things are becoming human.
Yep.
Because that's
Yeah.
exactly how humans work.
Yep.
Yeah. I had one final question, but I think we're kind of out of time.
We are at our half an hour episode.
What question
So you know
was it?
what? No, you know what? If you want to hear my question, stay tuned for the next episode of Grace Billy Awkward Podcast. Yeah. Okay. Let's sum it.
Okay.
No, that was not. That was not the end. No, I was trying to tell people watch the next episode. I'll tell my question
Thank you for
if you're so interested.
Thank you for joining us for the largely unsourced conspiracy theory shenanigans episode.
This is what happens when Emmy's not
Okay.
here.
See you next
Yeah.
time on the Gracefully
Awkward
Awkward Podcast.
Podcast.
Our friends call us the Gap.